All right, all right. We're gonna have a short talk first, before I get started with playing, and that's actually regarding one of my recent tweets. In my tweet, I basically encourage people that support UCF and want it at future events to retweet and like my tweet. The reason I made that tweet is partly to show for TOs even more that it's a huge support behind UCF. We are in a situation where controllers are only getting harder and harder to come by, and especially good controllers are getting much harder to come by as well. And me and many others believe that UCF should be played at all tournaments. So I feel like that's very important move to make moving forward. And then some people also say that, oh, UCF should never be used because Nintendo might say something. And I agree that Nintendo might say something is a valid point. That could happen. But I don't think we should assume that it has to happen. And even if it does happen, I feel like a tweet that, let's say if we can get like 10,000 favorites, I think it has roughly 4K at the moment. I feel like that will be a strong message as well, that it's a strong message that a lot of people all over the world want UCF, and it is important. Like, I feel like for every year now, it only gets harder and harder to come by good enough controllers, and they don't even really produce controllers any longer, which means that a lot of controllers are not really viable. But with UCF, the viable controllers increases by a lot. You still have to look for certain things in a controller, but it's still much easier to find a good controller with UCF for sure. But without UCF, it's actually incredibly hard. And I also feel like now when a lot of people have played with UCF, they start to understand more what a good controller actually feels like. And I don't feel like it's fair or a good way when we have a situation where you have to pay a lot of money to find a good controller. UCF evens it out, so now everyone has a very good controller. Maybe not absolutely perfect, it's still a few things in the game that UCF does not address at the moment. But shield drops, you don't have to learn how to notch it yourself, and also notches wear down over time, so you have to like redo them and stuff. With UCF, that's not an issue. Dashback is 100% for every controller. Some controllers, actually no controller in the world without UCF have 100% dashback. That's actually impossible. And then a lot of controllers actually have incredibly bad dashback ratio. And I think most people agree that that's very stupid. Why would you have to pay a lot of more money to get a better controller? That's just silly. And also, if anything, top players probably have the easiest access to good controllers. But I still believe that's very bad. I feel like everyone should have the chance to have the same tools to work with. And in this case, I mean tools as controllers. I don't feel like it should be easier just because you're a good player to get a good controller. I feel like everyone should have the same opportunity to get a good controller. So yeah, no, it's just incredibly stupid. And I feel like if you like UCF, then make sure to favorite and retweet the tweets I made. I have a command for it here on the stream. And yeah, it will be very easy to find. I'll actually probably pin it on my Twitter as well, so it will always be at the top, at least while this campaign is going on. So yeah, I feel like if we get this tweet to like 10,000 favorites, which is very, very doable actually, since we already are up to over 4K, maybe that can make a difference. I can't promise anything, but I feel like it's at least good that we show a strong message that we want UCF at future tournaments and that we will support it. So hopefully it makes the difference most of us want.